Welcome back to Capitol Conservatives. Today, we dive into a fiery exchange on Capitol Hill that has sparked outrage and raised some serious questions about accountability. Senator John Kennedy directly confronted Judicial Nominee Adeel Mangi over his past involvement with the Center for Security, Race and Rights at Rutgers Law School. The line of questioning, explosive. The answers, even more telling. Stay tuned, because what unfolded in this hearing left the room stunned. Senator Kennedy began by congratulating Mr. Mangi, but wasted no time digging into his record. He pressed, "From 2019 to 2023, you served on the board of the Center for Security, Race and Rights at Rutgers Law School, correct?" Mangi acknowledged his role, clarifying that it was only an advisory board position. Kennedy immediately pushed back, highlighting that advisory boards still give advice, raising the question of responsibility. This set the stage for the most intense exchange of the day.
Mr. Mangi, I just want to be sure I understand your testimony, sir, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
From 2019 to 2023, you were a board member of the Center for Security, Race and Rights at Rutgers Law School. Is that right?
I was a member of an advisory board, Senator.
Right. Most boards advise, don't they?
Well, Senator, boards of directors govern an institution. Advisory boards do not have a governance role. They merely provide counsel.
Do you know of any boards that don't offer advice?
Well, they're different in their legal function.
Kennedy turned up the heat by pointing to an event held on the 20th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks. He listed the speakers, individuals linked to terrorist organizations, convicted of supporting groups like the Palestinian Islamic Jihad and the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. "Is this how you celebrate 9/11? Kennedy asked sharply. The room grew tense. Kennedy pressed whether anything he said was inaccurate. Before we get deeper into Mangi's response, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us here at Capitol Conservatives for more unfiltered coverage of the most important moments in Washington.
Okay, y'all held an event on the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terrorist attack on America. You held an event on the 20th anniversary 9/11 attack on America, and you invited as speakers. Your first speaker was Dr. Sami al-Arian. He was convicted of conspiring to provide material support, convicted in a court, to the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. And the Islamic Jihad participated in the October 7th massacre and mass rape. Your second speaker was Dr. Rahab Abdulhadi, who has organized panels for the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine. One terrorist, Leila Khalad. Ms. Khalad hijacked planes. You invited her as a speaker, or her mentor as a speaker. The third speaker you invited, Mr. Hatim Bazilian, was the co-founder of Students for Justice in Palestine and has publicly called for an intifada in the United States. Is this the way you celebrate 9/11?
Mangi denied any knowledge of the event. He explained that his role on the advisory board was limited to academic guidance, usually through a single meeting per year. He stated he had never even heard of the event or the individuals involved. "I know nothing about it. I know nothing about the speakers. I've never heard of any of those people," he insisted. Kennedy was unconvinced. "How can you sit on an organization that would invite convicted terrorists and not resign?" Kennedy shot back. The nominee repeated that the event was never presented to the advisory board, emphasizing that he had only just learned of it during the hearing.
Have I said anything that was inaccurate?
Yes, Senator.
Tell me.
Senator, my involvement with the center at Rutgers Law School, which is a preeminent law school in the state of New Jersey,
I can tell,
is on an advisory board when my role was limited to providing advice on academic areas of research, primarily through a meeting held once a year. With regard to the event that you are describing, I've never heard of that event prior to today. It was never presented to the advisory board that I was part of. I know nothing about it. I know nothing about the speakers. I've never heard of any of those people.
How can you sit on an organization that would invite these terrorists, convicted terrorists, Counselor?
Senator, it is an advisory...
You didn't resign.
Senator, I never heard of that event until today. It is an advisory board where my role...
So you just had an epiphany today?
Senator, your time has expired.
May I respond?
Would you like to complete your answer?
Yes. I have never heard of this event prior today. It had nothing to do with my role on an advisory.
But you're on the board.
Senator Klobuchar.
Advisory.
Kennedy's time expired, but the tension remained. The chair allowed Mangi to finish his answer, and he reiterated firmly, "I have never heard of this event prior to today. It had nothing to do with my role on an advisory board." But Kennedy's closing words left a sting. "You were on the board." This clash between Senator Kennedy and Adeel Mangi highlights the sharp scrutiny judicial nominees now face, especially regarding past affiliations. Was Mangi's defense convincing, or should board board members be held accountable for every action of the organizations they serve. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe to Capital Conservatives so you never miss a moment of truth from the halls of power. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.